Hey everybody, it's Katie Gebely. I am just gonna jump right into this video. This one is inspired from something that we found in Japan when we visited last year. Here it is. It's a triangle shaped, what I am calling zine. It ended up being basically a menu, as you can see here, but it folds into a triangle shape and then opens up into a square. And so I've had it with me for quite a while since we traveled there last year. And I've been meaning to record this video because I really wanted to try to make my own triangle zine. So this is happening now. So I'm really excited just because it's so easy to do. So I just started with a piece of printer paper. This paper is actually, let me correct myself. This is actually a piece of cardstock, but it's not really thick. It's pretty thin for cardstock just because I knew I was going to be doing some collaging on it. So it's a little bit thicker than printer paper. And I am just cutting it into a square and then folding it again into a large triangle, as you can see here. And then after this, I will fold it one more time into a smaller triangle, and then that creates our triangle zine or booklet. I think it's just such a fun shape. It's just something different. When I saw it in Japan, I thought, why haven't I thought of this? Such a great idea. If you've been to Japan, I would love to know what you thought of it. We absolutely loved it. It's quite a fun, quirky, playful kind of country, and we just really enjoyed our time there, and we really miss it actually. So we are looking forward to getting back sometime soon. So because I did not bring any watercolor paints over from our move, I just have these basically watercolor crayons that you can make marks with and then go over with some water. So that's what I'm doing here. And I knew I wanted to create the base layer of this zine kind of in my type of style with the collage and bright colors. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm not worrying about the different sections of the zine yet. And this is something I do if you've watched my zine making videos. I tend to paint or work on a larger piece and then fold it down afterwards, as opposed to working on each little section at a time. So I'm going to keep this pretty light because there are a good amount of folds in this paper, so I'm not going to saturate the whole page. I'm going to leave plenty of white space. And that pen, I will link it below. It's a new one that I just tried out, and I'm kind of excited about it as an alternative to a Posca pen. All right, so then on the back of the page, I thought, well, I want to do something that's completely contrasted against my kind of flowy, colorful collage in the front. So I recently, this weekend, found a Flow magazine, which is one of my absolutely favorite companies to buy magazines from. This is one of their Paper Lovers books, and it is just so luscious and full of really fun papers. So I am borrowing a page out of this to use as my backing for this zine. And you can see the page is a little bit larger than I need, so I'm just going to cut it down a bit. And there's going to be a little space left here, this little tiny square in the corner, so I'm going to make the most of it and just use that as a little spot where I can put my signature. It's all about being flexible here with what you have and what you're working with. I just am using a glue stick, and the reason I'm using a glue stick here as opposed to more wet glue is, again, I'm going to be folding this zine up, and the glue stick is a little more dry versus the more liquid adhesive. It works better with folding. All right, so I got my name on the corner there, and then that's pretty much it for the basic of this zine. Now it can be folded, and my next step is I'm going to incorporate some text on here, which I will walk you through. But first, here is me folding this up again. Of course, trim anything extra that's sticking out. And then it's really just a matter of following those folds that you created before. I always like to encourage people when they're making zines that you can kind of think outside the zine parameters here and really come up with some different ideas for these kind of folded booklets. They could easily become cards, they could become a mini book, they could become a small journal that you can take with you or that you make for your friends. There's really so many ideas that you can do with these. So if you think of anything, feel free to let me know, leave me a comment. I want to know what you do with your little zines. All right, and there you have it. And then the next step is I like to add text to these. So I spent some time before I made this one. I pulled out a magazine and I just cut out some words that I want to incorporate in here. Now they're pretty simple, but I just wanted to show you the idea of adding text and how easy it can be, whether you're handwriting or incorporating words that have already been printed. Just a matter of being creative here. So as you can see, I'm gonna just use my glue stick to glue down each word. And you can do this however you'd like. With this particular zine, you got different triangle shapes. So I went ahead and on each triangle, when someone opens this, I'll have different words. You can really do this however you would like. You don't even have to have words. You could have images instead. This is your chance to kind of create your own thing here. All right, and as I continue to glue these words down, I'll just take this time to remind you that if you would like to be part of my creative community where you get a monthly studio note from me in your inbox, I will put the link for that below. This is just a gentle email once a month. It's not very long, and I just like to include some updates and some creative inspiration for you. So go ahead and do that if you would like. And also, I have a class in the works I'm very excited about. I haven't shared it here on YouTube yet, but those subscribed to my mailing list have been notified. I will be doing a art journaling course at the end of the year. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to sign up for my studio notes and you'll get all the information there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and speed up this last bit of the video and show you the final result at the end. All right, and here it is. It says, "Hello world, to do, discover and explore. Think bigger, brighter, better. Creative Hub community, a warm welcome for everyone. Raise a glass and cheer. Happy, alive, good, indulge in joy." So just simple, happy words to make this zine come together. I hope you enjoyed this and a little different take on a zine, and I will catch you guys soon. Thanks for being here. Cheers.